between 1958 and 1961, France did something absolutely horrible. France made the Francophone African countries, and I don't even want to use that terminology, but I only use it for the purposes of conversation. The 14 countries which were formerly, but still colonized by the French, they were forced to sign a document that they called the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. You heard me. The Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. If you want your independence, you must sign this. Guinea, Secretary said absolutely not. Mali said absolutely not. France, pack your bags and go on back home. France could not believe it. Could not understand that an African country, these monkeys, do not want to be affiliated to France. They said, we will show you. So history tells us France went into those two countries, took everything that they thought they had brought to those two countries, including the last teaspoon and chair, proceeded to pour concrete into the sewage pipes, completely devastating the two economies. The then newly appointed president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, in his efforts to rescue these two economies, created the first ever union of any African states, Ghana, Guinea, and Mali. But what that did was it made the other African countries realize that if they go against France, this was the fate that was waiting them. So what do? Wait the fate. And they signed. What did the pact say? One. The pact said, you monkeys, you don't know how to manage your money. So you shall deposit 85% of your bank reserves with the French Central Bank under the control of the French Minister of Finance. And that France is going to take your deposits from the individual countries, pool them together, invest them in the French stock market under the French name. And you, monkeys, you may or may not know the returns. Latest figures are showing this is still going on since 1958. France today is collecting out of Africa over $500 billion before investing. And when they finish investing this money, for every 14 billion out of Africa, they're recognizing over 300 billion. Now do the math. So when it's actually said and done, France is taking out of Africa trillions of dollars every year, and we, the poor Africans, are gladly giving it to France. And the same France has the audacity to look at us and call us poor people. 1958. They went further with the pact. You say, we will also print your own money. We will print your money for you. They instituted what they were calling the CFA, special currency for the African countries, and that only France can print that money for you. They went on to say all the contracts, large contracts, public and private, French companies have the first right of refusal. All your minerals discovered, yet to be discovered, France has the first right of refusal. Now, my brothers and sisters, if one of you was to wake up one morning and you're president of one of those countries, and your chief of staff walks in first day and starts reading you out the do's and don'ts as stipulated by the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization, what power do you have? None. And the same countries that are stealing from Africa, they have the audacity to look at Africa and say, Africans, what's wrong with you? Why can't you all take care of yourselves? Well, let's start by leaving our $500 billion on the continent. But what they do instead, they want to throw you with a smoke screen. Your African leaders are corrupt. Well, you know, I gave you that. I mean, not all African leaders are corrupt. Africa is a family. No family is complete without crazy Aunt Sally and crazy Uncle Tom. Nobody's perfect. Okay, fine, so I'll give you that. Their own figures are saying 50 billion is getting out of Africa from corruption. Fine, I give you that. But you do not want me to engage in a conversation that's solely limited to the $50 billion out of Africa through corruption. First, you don't tell me where it's going. You simply tell me it's getting out of Africa. But secondly, there's a bigger thief. You got two thieves, one with a briefcase with 50 billion and the other thief with a briefcase with 500 billion. I am a smart woman. You want me to ignore the one with 500 billion and put all my energies on a suitcase with 50? And by the time the one with 500 billion is done investing, we are talking trillions. Now, do you see how quickly the funds out of Africa from corruption become the larger chunk under the table? And they want you to stay under the table. So you never have to talk about what is on the table. We must wake up, Africans. We must.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 6th day of March 2024. Honestly, I've been undergoing some technical issues since over 1 hour. That's why I am coming very late. I wanted to throw in the towel, but I said no, I have to. Because we must continue. It doesn't matter what we suffer, what we do. This is freedom fighting, for goodness sake. Therefore, I welcome each. Just hold on 1 second, please. And I welcome each and every one of you once again onto today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu. I'm very sorry for coming late, but it is not really my fault. It is the situation, issues, technical issues that is above my comprehension sometimes. Therefore, we must continue. It doesn't matter how time is short. Remember, we are live and direct. Today is the 6th day of March 2024. For you to understand that we are live and direct. Today is Wednesday, the 6th day of March 2024. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Today, I wanted to talk about the continuation or continuous colonial legacy in Africa. In today's listing, I prepared about democracy, the so-called democracy, which they impose on us, but I will leave it for another day for details because time is short, honestly speaking. I don't know, but I can wade into it anyway. A little bit, because it is good for us to understand the alma mater, the origin of our suffering. We look into our past so that we can know where we are presently and know where we are going to. You understand? You know, as somebody said, when you are driving a car, your windscreen, you are watching as a driver, you are looking into the future, isn't it? But there are tiny glasses inside your car, and at the side mirrors is to look, even the screen inside your car is to look at your past. That is the back. Because it guides you. You know, simple things makes us It teaches us a lot. Very simple things that we use and do daily. Only if we can pay little attention. If you are driving, your windscreen, car windscreen is very, very huge. You can use it. You are seeing the future. But let me tell you, without watching your back, you will be easily deceived into driving nonsense. You can enter into accidents anyhow without watching your back. That is your history, your past. It's very, very important for people that are thinking that, no, why are we bringing all this history? These are to guide us. The people that we thought that love us, that no, I've said it in time without number. In this world we are in international politics, there is nothing like love or hate. What matters is what you can bring to the table. If you are exploitable, exploitation is allowed. Exploitation is allowed in this world, the world of politics. If you cannot defend your people, your rights, who you are, bring something to the table, good negotiation, good political acumen, and in order to get what you want for your people. Now they see that you are exploitable, now you become exploited. There is no pity, no mercy in this world of politics, please. That is the reality. So when we look at our past, we are seeing, sometime I start wondering, I say, why is it that it is mostly black people that are undergoing all these type of exploitations? There are reasons behind it, honestly. There are reasons behind it. There are reasons behind it. The other races, they gang up. Are you hearing me? They gang up. When it comes to dealing with the black people, other races gang up. They don't care. Like if it is, for example, dealing with maybe even yellow people or Asians or Arabs, you see that there are some others that will support them. But when it comes to dealing with black people, all of them will gang up. The way they ganged up against Haiti. They saw Haitians as objects, non-humans. And the result is what you are seeing today in Haiti. A completely failed state, whereby, the institutions are no more working. There is no government there virtually in the Haiti. It is being controlled by gangs. And you hear it in news, you don't go to dig up what is the problem. Why is it so? Why is it so? Haiti is not the only country that have experienced a military coup. Haiti is not the only country that has experienced an earthquake. No. There are things that are deeper than what you are seeing at the periphery. And it is man-made. These people that are controlling the world order is against black race survival and the rising. That is what I see. Whether we like it, whether we like it or not, that is the reality. So the better we start understanding the reality facing us, the earlier we start understanding, the better for us, all of us. What they want us to be as black people is to be anywhere we are, we become segmented, being attachments to countries at their mercies. Forever happy, forever, forever happy or forever grateful to the people that, we are here. Europe, they are doing me good. If it's in Africa, I wouldn't be, just always to be grateful. That is why I continue talking about the continuous legacy, colonial legacy in Africa. Are you hearing me? That is it. So that we understand, the earlier we understand our past, the better for us. The deeper we understand also, it makes us to take more, rightful decision and understand where we are going and where we should be going, honestly speaking. Can you see France's presence in the Sahel? They brought, America has what do you call it? The largest drone base outside the US in Niger Republic for years. France has been in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in everywhere in the Sahel. Oh, they are maintaining peace. They are fighting terrorism. But instead of so-called terrorism to be decreasing, it increased 1,000 folds every day. Don't you look at yourself or check and think and sit down without sentiment and say, what is going on? What is going on? The earlier we understand this, the better for us to plan ahead. As Africans, as black people. If you think that, oh, you have foreign passports, oh, you don't care, you are simply putting your generations into more slavery. Do you understand? What's come to us, in Europe? There are things you do, they will tell you that you are a foreigner. Even if you are born in Europe, as a black person, they now refer you as a foreigner, and that is who you are. You understand? Forget about lip service. That is the reality. So the earlier we understand and start using our brain, because as I've been saying, this is the time of African awakening. This awakening must produce positive results, please. This grand African awakening must produce positive results. Just 1 second, I'll be right back.
You may or may not know the returns. Latest figures are showing this is still going on since 1958. France today is collecting out of Africa over $500 billion before investing. And when they finish investing this money, for every 14 billion out of Africa, they're recognizing over 300 billion. Now do the math. So when it's actually said and done, France is taking out of Africa trillions of dollars every year, and we, the poor Africans, are gladly giving it to France. And the same France has the audacity to look at us and call us poor people. 1958. They went further with the pact. You say, we will also print your own money. We will print your money for you.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We must continue and have some distractions, honestly, but we must continue. So, as I was saying, it is good we continue, like this woman I play his voice. I think it's Zimbabwean. Very fearless iron lady. Yes, sometimes he said that we must saturate the world with our truth. Do you know that there are many truths? There are their truths and there are our truths. You understand? He said, we must continue talking, saturating the world with our truth, so that the world will understand the predicaments that we have been facing. People that are killing us, people that are causing mayhem, problems everywhere in our land, but they will come as saviors. They will come as deliverers, as France did. So, you see that the colonization has not ended. It only changed face. Are you hearing me? Let me just go a bit on just one or two news headline. Just one or two news headline. There is this news headline. Northern Nigerian farmers pay up to 100,000 naira to terrorists for permission to farm. Make additional payments to harvest, reports. This is the reality in the north. But can you tell me, for goodness sake, why they are not dancing, Python is not dancing in Zamfara, that are being ravaged by terrorists? Many of, or most of the northern territories are being controlled by terrorists, Fulani terrorists, for your information. But you don't see military going there, you know, burning houses, you know. Only in Biafra land they do that. Only in Biafra land. Do you know what it means for farmers to be terrorized into submission? You know, I've read this type of news several times here. This is which day's news? March 6th. Today's news headline that they are in the north. But you don't hear the military. You know, where is Tucano jets? What about the military going to parade or kill the kidnappers and parade all these terrorists? You don't see them. You don't see them. Nigeria is being helped to colonize everybody. Nigeria is going towards complete colonization of everybody. But with your little mind, you will think that it's not real. Colonization is real. They put media blanket on atrocities being committed in the north by the Fulani terrorists. Since they put media blankets, because the same people that are sponsoring this, they are the people in the highest positions in governments in Nigeria. Can you ask yourself, where are the so-called terrorist sponsors? Where are the terrorist sponsors which the Nigerian government was given the list? They know them. To the extent, a military, high-ranking military shadow man, I call that man, is supposed to be in the shadows. He said it. He said it that he is not supposed to even come out. That no person is supposed to know that he is existing. But because of what is happening in Nigeria, have to come out, risking his life, everything, in order to talk out, to tell the world, look, I am in this position. I am not a shadow. Look at what is happening to Nigeria. Nigeria is being infiltrated, has been infiltrated by terrorists. Nigerian government. What did Nigerian people do about it? Nothing. He said they know them. That terrorists have finally entered Asorok, being in high government government positions in Nigeria. That is why in the north they are in control. Do you hear them talking about it? Do you remember when Ganduje and I think El-Rufai, Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kanu State, when they started blastering journalists that they should stop talking about terrorists in the north, Fulani terrorists in the north, since that day, it ceased. Are you hearing me? Do you think that they just talk about it and keep quiet? On the ground, they work towards it through intimidation, bribing, elimination, silencing, different methods. They are a war group going out. Do you hear? Do you see Nigerians discussing about Fulani terrorists taking over farmlands in the north? No. Well, people don't discuss about it because there is media blanket. Only small thing that filters out. That's why we are talking about it. The Fulani terrorists are on the rampage in the north. It is real. They are killing and committing ethnic cleansing, genocides in the north. They are making demographic changes, artificial demographic cleansing, now installing Fulani in communities in the north. And when we talk about north, it is happening in the middle belt. Do not think that in the south is spared. Look at the lorry. How many high-ranking traditional rulers were killed since 1 month now. Imagine that this happened in Biafra land. Imagine the media publicity. Imagine. Oh, this is IPOB. Oh, it will be IPOB. It's IPOB that did it. Oh, they did it. Military will now, Python will start dancing everywhere. But when it happens to other places, they don't talk about it. They don't want you to talk about it. They are with propaganda. Are you hearing me? Propaganda. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said something and they continue reiterating. Can you handle propaganda? Do you know you are what you hear, what you listen to is what makes you? The way they sway Nigerians with information and misinformation, that is how they behave. Northern Nigeria farmers pay up to 100,000 to terrorists, 100,000 naira for permission to farm. Make additional payments to harvest, which means the terrorists are in control. Government is not, there is no government. No Nigerian government control over there. Do you see that? Do you see? Do you understand what is going on Nigeria as a failed state? And the worst part of it is this. Let us save the human beings. Let us save the human beings in that zoo called Nigeria. That is what we are, campaigning for. The agitation for Biafra is to save everybody, to destroy that artificialness, artificial creation, and so that human beings will be saved. But because the few oligarchs, they are, eating, making money out of the misery of millions of others. They are being sponsored by Britain and other Westerners. Britain and the West, in order to continue making life miserable for the people, the human beings that are living or that are fortunate enough to be in that contraption called Nigeria. Do you see what is happening? The continuous legacy, colonial legacy in Africa, in our land, it is real. They always, anywhere the Europeans go, anywhere their influence, anywhere they have influence, they don't live. No prosperity. They turn some people against others. They use the most stupid in order to make them rise or make them to be on top of others, so that the country, the nation will be bleeding forever, so that they will have the chance, the needed chance to steal. What infuriated, or one of the things that infuriated the military boys in Mali, do you know what? You know what France did? On top of gold deposits in the deserts of Mali desert and other mineral resources, They say, oh, they are fighting terrorism. They are fighting terrorism. They brought their, they built their camp. They rounded thousands of kilometers of land, rounded it up with walls, great wall, and barricades. It becomes French headquarters camp, military camp in Mali. Do you know what is happening? Under there, they are digging gold, every mineral they see. They are digging their 80s. That place is rich. Thousands of kilometers square. Sometimes they come out, they are fighting, they give they tell they will bring their journalists. Oh, look at how they are fighting terrorists. They are coming. Oh, day in, day out is what they are doing. They are digging gold, digging other rare minerals and taking away to France. In that their enclave. When we say their enclave, you think it's the hot spots where you see that they have their military base is where they are digging gold, rare minerals and other minerals. These military boys saw what is happening. What they do, the politicians, the normal politicians, they don't care. What matters to them is to be in power, to control the people. And they close eyes for this. Oh yeah, continue. At least the Western media will be supporting them. Oh, they are democratic. Look at Niger Republic. The former president, Bazoum. Oh, he's democratic. Oh, bring back a democratically elected president. But the people, the country is the poorest in the world. They don't. What baffles me, they find it amusing to always add it. That Niger, they are democratic, but Niger is the poorest country now in the world, or second to the poorest country in the world. They always happy to add it for your information. But Niger is filled up with more than 30% of world uranium is in Niger. France is taking it. They are promoting their man. Oh, he's a democratic. Oh, they applaud him. Now I ask, what is the need of your so-called democracy when people are poor, when people cannot feed? What is the need? Give me dictatorship. Let the country advance under dictatorship than the so-called democracy where people are suffering nothing, no style. Eh? Can't we reason, for goodness sake? Look at shamelessly how the West are defending the former regime. Oh, it's democracy. He's democratically elected. But he's your puppet. And the people we are suffering under him. People want to take care of take charge of their life. You say, no, you people cannot. Do you see the wicked world we are in? Do you see the very wicked, unjust world we are in? Do you see that? This world is simply a scam. I am telling you honestly. Only if you know how to play your own. What I mean, if you as a country, for the interest of your people, not individual. But the problem we have is we go individual. I say this is a world of scam, where countries scam others. That is the reality. If you can get away with it, you scam. It's allowed. That is the world we are in. Stop being holy wage. There are some that don't want to even talk some things in there, because some people will become emotional. Some places, some countries, you think they allow even their citizens to scam other people. They make it even official. They help their citizens to scam others. Are you hearing me? Some Western countries, including Israel, you are seeing. For your information. They even help their individual citizens to scam other individual rich countries. Just in here in Akpo 419, you don't do it now. Other countries that they are doing it, but they are doing it more than you, 1,000%. But do you know what? In other ones, it is being muffled. You understand? Because they know that the country know that they are bringing money. When you hear that, oh, this politician like Mobutu Sese Seko, for example, his money in billions and billions of dollars, where did he put them? Most of the money is in Western banks. He who accepts stolen money, is he not a thief? Why do they protect, they make legislation to protect you if you carry money from your country and come to their land. They know that you stole it. They know that you got it from illegality, but they allow you. Because what matters to them is bringing the money. But try to take it back now. Don't you see some time ago, is it Belgium government or France government? They seized many properties. Many heavy, high-level properties of Obiangema's son. They say it's money laundering. In their country, so in Belgium, in parts of Europe, in Belgium, in France. Buildings, heavy mansions, and high-level cars that cost millions of dollars each. They seized it. But the close eye when he was bringing it from Equatorial Guinea, the close eye is to let you understand that we are in a world of scam. Only if you can play your own very well. You make why your former diplomatically, it's allowed. It's allowed. When you hear that America is a superpower, is a number one economy, this and that, it scams others to be on top. Look at Libya, in Libya, just like that. This one happened in our presence. So they use one pretext or the other. Oh, he's a dictator. He wants to kill his people. Immediately they inflicted no-fly zone. Under 1 second, bam, and all is gone. The consequences, do they care about Libyans today? The 150 billion Libya reserve, is it not spent? Some even had any country that see that now some Gaddafi money is there. The bond. We are in a world of scamming, exploitation. For your information, that is it. How will they be of now call social welfare to their citizens? They don't care. Look at how they have been stealing our oil. I mean, scamming. If you can scam, if it's allowed, we are in a world of exploitation, for goodness sake. Sometimes I am telling you. Look at how in the north terrorists are on the rampage, but where they always shout is insecurity in the southeast. Oh no, they love us, They bring soldiers every time to be dancing, to be killing people, dancing. We are saving you from kidnappers. But look at the north. They cannot go there because it is an agenda. Are you hearing me? Do you see how the world is? I want you, before we didn't understand the world dynamics. We thought that this world is a very peaceful world of justice. Later did we know that we are in a world where there is no pity. Interest is what matters. Number one is interest, nothing more. Number two, interest. Number three, interest. That is it. You understand me? So that is what I'm saying. So we should understand the type of the world we are in. Look at in Nigeria. Look at Feni FFK. all nonsense he's writing. And this is the man that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out of 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited him because they met in jail. Do you see how agents work? Do you see how agents work? That is why we should, we reiterate all these things so that we be careful. We be careful for nothing. Just be careful for nothing. This man, you see what he was talking. That time he was talking, insulting Buhari, thinking that he can pierce, enter into the heart of IPOB to get the secret, to get, our people. That's why I always say here, if you are in this struggle and you are still emotional, before God and man, you are not for this struggle. Any type of emotion, whether religious emotion or anything, now forget it. You are not in this. You are not in this. Femi Fani Kayode, like father, like son. Studied the history of Fani Kayode, his father. He betrayed even his own man, his own blood, Awolowo. He betrayed him. He talk one language, one language. The following they change the language. That is the thing. You remember when he supposed today sent or question hey, Hanes and Dibo, they are Oyindibo one. Oh, is Ogo Korogo one. Amazi Meshichini here. Emotion. That is it. But today, look at what if this man, the hatred he has on us, if they give him, chemical weapon, he will wipe all Biafrans out. I am telling you. You cannot believe. Somebody that said over his dead body, if to enter, join APC, instead it is better for him to die to do the. That's what I say. Look, you see an agent. An agent can do anything, can fall. You become more zealous than you in order to get to what what he wants, what they said, the message, the mission they sent him. Is it not what happened in IPOB? Is it not what happened about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in America? Oh, they donate, now where they go? Hey. Oyibo nyere $100,000, not knowing that going nyere cow will butter inside. That is no mistakes I made. That way, in a struggle of this nature, we are bound to make mistakes, but we learn from our mistakes. Oh, he is highly zealous. Now, even he wanted to sell his house, and Onyendu said, no, don't go to that extent. To show that she is highly zealous. You don't know that she is in a mission. They were all in mission. Emma, they don't understand the DOS. They don't understand. Ha mere choka otechiri onye ndu anyị confuse oye ha chọ na a ga-esi ụta eme DOS ha mara na DOS mụ anya atakata elo. A group of people, you can deceive one person, but a group of people it's not easy, because agbakọ na-eme meeting enwere brain another person now think the way you don't even go. If you were sleeping, you rose up. So now I never think like this. That is the advantage. An agent can go at any level in order to make sure that all convinced that he is genuine. Are you hearing me? That's how they got our leader. That is it. But they didn't get IPOB. They didn't get IPOB because we are at alert, 100% at alert. After everything, they send another agent. Oh, come to broadcast on Radio Biafra. Oh, come to the mechanism in place. Now, say okay, don't worry, okay, a bit of mechanism. The mechanism was activated. You know, when a mechanism that we just put you out. If you are an agent, you even that mechanism will make you run away direct by yourself. It was activated, and it was completely confirmed because it was known that he's an agent, but it was confirmed beyond reasonable doubt, and he ran away and started doing what he's doing, his mission. Do you see that? So we must be at alert. This world, no person pities you. Are you hearing me? There is no single person that will die and the world will stand still. Look at Ibu. Is Ibu not dead today? Is Ibu not dead today? Is he not? Did the Nollywood stop? Before you know it, others may action. That is how the world is. The only thing that saves us, that will save us, is our collectivity. That is why we call collectivity, so that all of us will become foot soldiers. In here, we're foot soldier. When one is down, another person will take the relay. That is how the world. That is how it is. We misunderstand this world as it's a pity. Oh, it's a piteous world. You know, that is why. Let me refer also to religion. The religion they brought to our land, turn us into cowards. Turn us into people that think we are thinking very far from reality, from what is going on in this world. We thought that now once you come out, you pray, you call that name, everything will start doing for you. No! We are in a highly sophisticated world, sophisticated at every means. And we need to be sophisticated in order to navigate through it. We need to be highly sophisticated in order to navigate through it. Are you hearing me? Fani Kayode said that he didn't know what to talk. In order to bring a distraction to the ongoing difficulties, the incompetence in Nigeria, the failing of Nigeria. Now you know what he did? Igbos are supporting Israel to kill to slaughter Palestinians. He brought it out so that people, you know, the only thing that can galvanize Nigerians are hatred of the Igbos. I have been saying this, and I continue maintaining it. The hatred of the Igbos is the only thing that will galvanize every Nigerian. They will turn towards Igbo. And once they talk Igbo, do the hey, even if Nigerians are, or every Nigerian is dying of, they will all turn again. Hey, you say Igbo. Once they hear that name Igbo, it seems they have seen poison. All of them that are they don't care about the Fulani massacring them. You know, I've been saying this. How many years since I started broadcasting here, since 2019? I've been saying it. The Fulani are on the rampage, killing every indigenous person, but they are not the problem. They are not domineering. They are never considered any problem, but they are slaughtering people. Boko Haram abducted, kidnapped, even the United Nations talk about it. Boko Haram abducted more than 200 people. They burnt more than 25 houses. Fulani headsmen are on the rampage everywhere in Nigeria. Nigerians don't see it as anything. They have caught the Fulani headsmen, Fulani terrorists. They have caused people to be, to be displaced, refugees in their own land, run away from their ancestral land. But it's not a problem for Nigerians. Do you know the problem of Nigerians? Igbo man. Igbo man. Oh, Igbo man. Why will Igbo man shake? This shaking of Igbo man, he get as a bio. That is the only thing. And this agent, let me tell you, Fani Kayode is a very dangerous agent. He goes on subterfuge. His tactics is digression. When things are trending, everybody is talking about hunger. People are dying of hunger and disease and insecurity. Now, in order to remove people's mind, it is his job. That is his work. That is his work. The work they gave to him to be doing. Now, think about something that will distract Nigerians so that they will start talking about it. Look at it and say the only thing that can make Nigerians forget about hunger that is killing them, forget about the naira that is on free fall, floating of naira, $1 to 2,000 naira. The only thing that can is something concerning Igbo. Once he talk about Igbo do this, Igbo do, hey, every Nigerian, they will forget about that they have not eaten since 2 weeks. They will forget that Fulani are killing them, slaughtering them, kill their father, kill their mother. They will forget about it. Now they will face Igbos, all of them, both the killers and the killed. Now it will give them breathing space in order to continue what they are doing. That is subterfuge. Subterfuge. Femi Fani Kayode, he is trained on that. He is a master on that. I have taken my time and studying his character. It's like that. Are you hearing me? Do you see how he married an Igbo man? I mean Igbo woman. Do you see? Do you see that the children, he will train them, they will become more wicked against when they hear Igbo. But they are Igbo, so you don't know. There is one book, because I love all these secret service fictions. I used to read them. That's why I love James Hadley Chase and others. There is one book I read, one agent, it's a fiction anyway, during the Cold War, the Russian KGB is a Cuban. He has, in order to make sure to enter as an agent quietly, to recruit a Western agent, a Western politician, he went to the child, the daughter of that politician that is going up in politics. She came and friended her. High level friendship. The word is not, I don't want to go into detail because many things is that's why I say we need to be thinking in a sophisticated way. What is eyeing is what? To recruit that woman. Maybe in the next 10 years, but you start today. Just simple thing. Ordinary friendship. Money is there, although the woman is not, they are wealthy. This one with fake identity, which attracted the lady, and no other CIA agent knows about it. Now they befriended that girl, promised her of marriage, took her even to holiday, very, very exorbitant places, and finally the girl was pregnant. And the girl was careful not to be pregnant because of her work and her father's work. She was drinking pills every day. But this man have to go. Secret Service is if you are in love with all these type of books, you will be thinking, you will not have emotion. You will be thinking in different sophisticated ways. I am telling you. The man studied the pills that this woman is using every day, contraceptive. Every day have to take a pill out of it so that she will not take in. Now the man sent the photo to the appropriate office. There is agent, secret service, and that pill was replicated but fake, just ordinary vitamin inside, the same thing. And the man came, collect that thing and come and replace it. The girl was drinking that, thinking that is the real medicine. not knowing that he's being, her mind never entered there because it doesn't know that this fine, beautiful man with identity, giving her a fake identity, is a secret service agent. When the girl took in, he told them, the girl was panicking, thinking that if he tell his boyfriend, the boyfriend will vex. He told him, and he was happy, and the girl was happy. He said, okay, we'll marry. When the child was born, after some months of winning, now the man kidnapped the child and ran away. Everything was perfect. Do you know what happened? They started, now he took the child, because the girl loved that child. And they were living happily, everything at their disposal. They took that child, start calling the girl as if they kidnapped the man and the child. That look, if you want us to leave your child and your man and your husband, you have to do this for us. You have to, as you are going to office, you have to take this, photo this, and send to us. She did, they committed her, he did one thing, did another, and she can no more stop. The man have to come out plainly and say, yes, you can no more stop, because if you stop, we will tell your government and they will kill you. So you continue. And the woman was devastated. But she have to continue. She is suffering. Only by herself. Nobody know what she is going through. So, what am I trying to say? Secret service is some, like in this struggle. Oh, Chineke, you need to be extra careful. Look at Femi Fanekayode writing, demonizing Igbos. If you see it, that is it. All these things he's doing is in order to carry every Nigerian along, in order for the hatred of Igbos, so that Igbos will be blamed for everything. Nothing more. It's not reality. All these are subterfuge. Are you hearing me? So we should understand how things go. Today I will continue a bit, but if I open line, it will be very few. Please. Very, very few calls, please. Now, let me continue. Now, terrorists are killing people in the north, but it doesn't matter. But in our land, that is where everything is going. The whole media, there are kidnappers, there are this, is insecurity. But in the north, everything worse is happening there. Worst. Another news headline, let me see, please. About 100, let me see. Boko Haram terrorists stormed displaced person village born in Borno, burn 25 houses, and they kidnap over 200 people. It's not making too much noise in the news. No. Are you hearing it? Now, let me talk about this a bit. The continuous colonial legacy in Africa about democracy. In Africa today, the West have succeeded in pushing us into fighting for democracy, not for good governance. Not for good governance, but democracy. Even if democracy, people are that, Nigeria is a democratic country, it's a republic even. But look at what is happening. Is it really a republic? People are hungry. People, the worst policies are being taken in Nigeria. But it's applauded, it's democracy. They will say, this is how democracy do, it will get over it, don't worry. They don't care about you. What matters to them is what they can steal from the country, and nothing more. Democracy literally means rule by the people. But do we have democracy in Nigeria? Is it the people ruling, or a few oligarchs representing the Nigeria creator? It's for you to answer. The answer is clear. They impose a very corrupt and evil form of government, which they call democracy today, to weaken us as a people. Today, no one is talking about good governance. Rather, everyone is talking about Western imposed democracy in Africa. Oh, democracy, democracy. We are fighting for democracy. Is that democracy good for us? Just ask yourself, is that real democracy? We are Republicans, for goodness sake, by nature, not even by imposition or by naturally. We are Democrats. We are natural, natural Republicans. Igbo people, Biafrans. Now, who is the person to come and teach us democracy? But we are living in Nigeria. Today, no one is talking about good governance. Rather, everybody is talking about Western imposed democracy. Democracy, democracy, democracy. No person is talking about, oh, this democracy, is it putting bread? Is it what are the benefits to us? After all, Niger is democratic, isn't it? Isn't it? But it's the poorest country in the world, or second to the poorest country in the world. Niger has a uranium deposit everywhere, but 80% of Nigerians don't have electricity. Do you see that? But it's applauded as democratic. Now I ask, what has democracy got to do with good governance? You see that this is the continuous colonial legacy in Africa. Continuous colonial legacy. Nothing more. And that is what we are defending. They brainwash us to believe that their democracy is synonymous with good governance, which is total fallacy. Do you know why? China is not their Western imposed democracy. They are not undergoing. They have their system of government, which is not democratic, according to Western standard or Western definition. UAE, United Arab Emirates, which one of the regions is Dubai you are going. Dubai you are cherishing to go. Is it democracy? The answer is no. They modeled their own system and it's working for them. They are progressing. Saudi Arabia, the same thing. Kuwait, the same thing. And a whole host of other countries. They prove the West wrong. It's only in Africa that they are teaching us how to live our life. How do you think that we are going to get through all these things, please? Sometimes I say, look, if our generation will come and we die without making positive impacts to see positive changes, before God and man, we are going to be miserable, even in our graves. That is why we have to put on more effort in what we are doing. Otherwise, how can you tell me that, oh, it's a democracy, democracy, democracy? But UAE, China, all these places that are developed, they are not democratic in Western standard, for goodness sake. And they are progressing. In Nigeria, they lump everything together. Oh, democracy, oh yeah. Oh yeah, now. Don't you see how the Fulani used to define indigenous? They say, according to Nigeria, the Nigerian constitution. Because they know that Nigerian constitution gives them everything. So they standardize everything with Nigeria system, Nigeria constitution. According to Nigeria constitution, we are the most populous. According to Nigerian constitution, no, not according to reality, no, but according to Nigerian constitution. So they base their arguments on Nigerian constitution. Now, are you not going to accept it? Are you not a Nigerian? Are you not going on Nigerian constitution? Do you see how they defeat you? Do you see how with Nigeria, the Fulani, they defeat everybody? Because everything they tell you, according to Nigerian constitution. Because Nigerian constitution is made to favor them. Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. According to Nigerian constitution, you and the Bayelsa person, you from Delta, Imo, and Jigawa, they are brothers. God have put us together. That is their definition. Nigerian constitution have put everybody together, have lumped us together. So the oil in Bayelsa, oil in Imo, in Izombe belongs to Jigawa. Oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa. That is their definition. Are you going to argue with them? It's Nigeria. We are in Nigeria, aren't we? And the case closed. So, what am I trying to say? They are basing their argument both based on Nigeria Constitution, and they know that Nigeria Constitution is officially made, is monitored or doctored to favor them, for their own interests, for exclusively. You know, when Azikiwe was appealing, you know, he's an appealist, a beggar, begging for unity. Ahmad Bello tell him, say, "Oh boy, we need to know that we are different, though. We are different people. So stop this. Me, do I know you? We don't eat the same food. Do you see?" Let me tell you something. Sometimes, you know, I say, I am no more sentimental. Reality is there. Ahmad Bello warn Azikiwe, one other, say, "Look, I don't know you, you don't know me. We don't eat the same food. We don't speak the same language. I don't understand you, you don't understand me. Is this foreigners that come now to, how can we be together? We don't have the same value system. We don't have the same religion. How can we be in the same country?" Azikiwe said, "No, we are united." He said, "Look, let us understand that we are different people." That is right. Because him Azikiwe nyamamihe onye Igbo na all the smart. He wanted na ekushini, let Britain go first. Now he didn't know that he was dealing with old serpents. In the Sahelians, people that have seen wars, seen peace, seen different set of people for thousands of years in the desert, suffering in desert, rigmaroling in the desert, dealing with different types of human beings. Azikiwe thought that nah, these are people that you can be manipulated. He was busy asking, begging for unity. Let us have one united Nigeria. In united Nigeria we stand. Hey, we big, we stand. That big thing is what. Awolowo, I say Awolowo, Ahmad Bello was at the background negotiating for his people. You know, Azikiwe, yiri tie, yiri suit, university in America. Oh, he can speak Queen's English. If you want, he speak Fune, American Fune. These people, they don't know it. So, or if you see Awolowo tying to ban, wearing their normal Babaraga, or saying Nandi are local people. You know the way we used to think before. Nandi are the local, now we manipulate them. Or Maruna, these are masters in politics. Our masters. Number one. In the Gwere politics, when we don't even, you know, we are in a very comfortable zone in equatorial forest. And we're here Korai. If we want meat, one person can live only him in a forest of 200 square meters. 200 square kilometers. Only one person, because he have everything. There is rain, there is river, there is fruits, and so we never encounter different people. Because of the geographical area we are. So we didn't know how to treat with people. Do you see that? But these are people rolling in deserts, fighting wars, being slaughtered, slaughtering people also, meeting with both good and bad and evil and ugly. How matter the psychology of human beings. One Nigeria. They talk about one Nigeria. What is Nigeria? Do I know anything about Nigeria? Is it not these foreigners? Let us negotiate so that we go. I go my way, you go your way. We stay as separate as we are. As if we say, no, we united, we stand now. We'll be united now. Don't worry, don't talk. Awolowo, why am I sounding Awolowo? Ahmad Bello cornered him, called the British separate, been negotiating for. He said, if you people want me to be in Nigeria, I'll give you condition. Do you see a wise person, politically wise, Azikiwe the other side said, don't worry. Anything they want, let them negotiate. Let Britain go. If we go now, I know how to do. After all, you know we are at school. He's boasting with his schooling in America. He don't know that these people, they have been schooling. His school is what his great-great-grandfather taught him in their Islamic school, in their village. He is proud of that. They know, they have seen things. He didn't know. He cornered Azikiwe, and we are negotiating with Britain. Azikiwe knew, but he didn't mind them. He said, "No, be me there here now. Now we have that character till today. Now leave them. We shall see now. I will deal with them in my brain. Nothing maker. You don't know that you are talking with old serpents. That you are completely nothing to them. They will deal with you like a small baby. Papa Zikiwe, Papa Yanozo. When he went, was he having any power in Nigeria? The answer is no. Britain, he was neglecting. Britain engineered the first school in 1966. The same Igbo people tell them, "Oh yeah, come, rescue Nigeria." These people, they are, what do you call them? They discriminate. So they are very evil people. So you have to remove them. They gave them lists of people to be removed. Say no, but leave Azikiwe. He's a good man. They don't know that Nkata Britain go and save Nigeria. These people are evil. Kill them to save Nigeria. When you kill them, you take over power. Remember, you are trained in sandust to be loyal to Nigeria, to be patriotic. Are you hearing me? These are ethnic bigots. Remove them on the way. You don't know that these virgin, innocent boys, they don't think in a sophisticated way. They didn't know. They thought that they are dealing with human beings. Very innocent. They went in their quest to save Nigeria. They killed the Sadwana of Sokoto. They killed other people. Tafawa Belewa. They killed the people and took over power. The same people that gave them that mission went at the open and said, "Hey, Igbos have struck, they have shown themselves in this Nigeria. Oh, this is Igbo coup. Now, wow. Politics is deep. You see, international politics. If you are doing in this struggle we are, if you are in it with emotion, I continue repeating it. Religious emotion, no, don't touch my Jesus. No, don't touch my religion. No, know that you are just acting like Azikiwe. Are you hearing me? Because it is that emotion that will bring you down, direct. Nothing more. But when you are hard-hearted, no person, no agent will can enter. When you make Biafra your number one religion, nothing maker. That time, nothing maker. Anything that people want to touch you, go to anything, but leave Biafra. Once you enter, the person enter Biafra, that is how it's supposed to be. But once they see one emotion in you, is that emotion they will attack you. Do you see how Fenifane Kayode use in order to the emotion in some of our people, bring it out to attack? Do you see it? Go to his ex and see. Some even Igbo say they are Zionists. Do you know that word Zionism, even as you are pronouncing it as churches on social media, it is anathema in the ears of some people all over the world. Do you know that? No, you don't know that. So he is playing something playing something very dangerous. But our people will not understand it. You will see people will go there and start attacking. Hey, I na kwado ndị Israel na enwere ihe ndị otu Chukwu ka ewo I na ha wo. Hey, we need to brush up. Legide our people. We are just naturally talented, but I want to hear man politics. Zero, zeush, nada, nothing, rien. I want to hear man politics, and that is what I am telling you. Is now that even IPOB is trying to brush people up for us to understand. In sheepishly, I brew flag America, I brew flag Israel, now war everywhere, all over the world. They lie, even some but we don't know. Hey, we are crying. Hey, America, come and help us now. We see we are having your flag. Hey, we don't mumu. Sometimes check it or watch we don't really mumu. I hear mumu go. Well, now the more you go, the more you become mature, intense. You understand? So that is it. After they cornered the Azikiwe, what happened? Today, where are we? Relegated to the background. Relegated to the not even underground, not even background. Background is even underground. Followers of followers. We always bear the brunt because of very bad politics I make in Nigeria right from the beginning. Very, very bad, selfish politics without seeing the future. And it is what is harming us. But today, I am happy that we are brushing up. We are brushing up to face the reality. Not with any type of emotion. Because this world, there is no emotion. If you pay, everybody, others see you as food. Food, pray. It is for you to prove that you are not a prey with your brain, with your work, with anything. You prove I am not a prey. That's it. Instead, you become arrogant so that you also eat others. That is how the world is. So we must continue. Now, let me rush this to some certain extent so that I will open the lines and take few calls. As I was saying, today, no one is talking about good governance. Rather, everyone is talking about the Western imposed democracy in Africa. They brainwash us to believe that their democracy is synonymous with good governance, which is total fallacy. China, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and a whole lot of other countries prove them wrong. Europeans, we are feudal and monarchical in nature. They copied real democracy from us because we are the real republicans. It's true. Today, there are 12 sovereign monarchs in Europe. Do you know that? Do you think when you hear democracy, they are shouting democracy? Ask them, why do they still retain their normal situation, their natural situation, natural system of government in Europe? Many people don't know this. You think that all are no, they are monarchs in Europe till today. Let me listen. There are 12 sovereign monarchs in Europe today. 7 are kingdoms. 7 of them are kingdoms, and they are kingdom of Denmark. Denmark is not a democracy. Norway is not a democracy. Sweden is not a democracy. The United Kingdom is not a democracy. Spain, the Netherlands, Belgium, they are not democracy, they are kingdoms. Do you know that? They are monarchs. Are you hearing me? But do you see how they structure each? They modify it their own. You know, it's a natural process. But that is what they don't want us to do in Africa. Instead, they impose their own system. Okay, clamoring, democracy, do election, do election. But in their own, they retain their natural monarchs and do their thing their own way. Little by little, they modify things. Instead of us to go the same procedure, they don't allow it. That's why we are having difficulties in our governance. Because we are being imposed upon government that is not natural to us. Do you see it? Do you see? Denmark is a kingdom. It's not it's not a democracy. It's not a republic or a democratic country. No. Norway, the same thing. Sweden, the same thing. United Kingdom, the same thing. United Kingdom, do you know the Queen of or the King of England is above the law? Do you know that? He is above the law, for goodness sake. He cannot do you something and you sue him. No. Their law says prohibits, you cannot sue him. Till today, I am telling you. But do you have that in Africa? Every day, they'll tell you, no, he's a dictator. No, you cannot. No, why? Go to democracy. Destroy this. Because they want us to be in perpetual difficulty. Are you hearing it? Finally, okay, 3 out of the 12 monarchies in Europe, 7 are kingdoms, which I have mentioned: Denmark, Norway, Sweden, United Kingdom, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium. These are kingdoms. You don't say Republic of Spain. No. In their passport, it is written Kingdom of Spain, Kingdom of the Netherlands, Kingdom of Belgium. For you people, you understand that? In Nigeria, you write a republic. Where republic? Hey! Something they impose on us. Republic where there is Sharia in one part. Very confused system that is killing everybody. Confused system. In a republic, you have a king, you have emir, you have Sharia, you have this, you have Oba. Very confused type of governments they impose on us. Instead of allowing us to go direct to our natural systems, we Biafrans, we are Republicans. These people, the Yorubas, they are monarch. They are monarchy. And the Fulani, they are feudal. But they join us together, say, we are always experiments. They use Africa as experiments. Something they cannot do, even in Asia. In Arab world, they cannot. Look at the Dubai you are going today, is an emirate. Do you know that? Emirate. It's an emirate. Dubai, you are buying house today. You are working. They are paying you millions of naira as a minimum wage. But it's an emirate. Do you see that? But in Africa, the Europeans prevented Africans from undergoing their natural system. That is the turbulence we are having. You hearing me? They impose everything. You must have legislature, the judiciary, the legislator, the judiciary, and the executive. Oh, that is your democracy. Don't you see election? How many people used to die? Because it is not natural to us. If we go back to our natural systems, no person will die. It is our own thing. But they impose on us. They don't impose it on Arabs. Dubai is a developed country today. But it's an emirate. Do you know that? It's an emirate. You fear, if it comes to Nigeria, in Nigeria, you fear that, emir, they want to impose emir on us. Hey, it's Islamization. But in Dubai, it's an emir, it's emirate, controlled by emir. The same in Kuwait. The same in Saudi Arabia. But they are developing, they are progressing, they are developed, they are advanced. Don't you ask yourself why? Because it is natural to them. But in our own life, democracy, we don't care about, no person talks about good governance. Democracy, whether people are dying or for hunger, democracy, no good governance. We must have sense. Now, 3 are principalities in Europe. Andorra is a principality. Liechtenstein and Monaco, they are principalities. You know that? Do you see how they made it? They structure it, they made it sound sexy. Principalities. It is not democracy. You don't go there to ask an election. European Union don't come and impose, say you must hold the election in order to maintain rule of law. No, because it's their system. And they take them as human beings because they are normal human beings. But for us, we are subhumans that everything must be imposed on us, including our way government. No. They will impose it on us. You must vote. You must vote. You must choose your own by vote. They don't care about our natural system. And that is why Africa, we are failing. Mostly Nigeria. I am telling you. They impose kata in our land, jaga, so that we become confused. We don't know Republican. We don't know, we say republic, which kind of republic, where you have a Sharia law in one side. In one side, if you commit adultery, they stone you to death. In a republic. If you drink, they stone you. They cut off your hand. In a republic. Another place, you have emir. The other one, you have Eze. Imposed Eze from a government. He is now your traditional ruler, Eze. In a republic. And you have a Oba. So you see that they impose confusion in our land. That is the continuous colonial legacy in our land. See this democracy. I will continue it another day, please. Now, let me stop by saying that, look, Europeans, we are feudal and monarchical in nature. Okay? Now, finally, Luxembourg is a grand duchy and Vatican City is a theocracy. Do you see that? Monarchy ruled by elective monarchy ruled by the Pope. Do you see that? In Europe, they have everything. Theocracy. But when it comes to other places, they have theocracy in Iran. The whole Western Union, no, they're attacking it. You have to be democratic. But they have theocracy in Europe, in the center of Europe. They will tell you, oh no, their own is different. How is it different? Because you structure, the way you structure it is your natural thing. That is why you are saying it's different. Allow other people to do their own thing. You say no, you must impose your own system to them. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm telling you, I didn't start early. I have many things to talk about. Another day, I will continue deeper on this democracy. Continuous as a democracy, as a continuous colonial legacy in Africa. This so-called democracy you are seeing, or you are hearing. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will just open the line and take 2 or 3 calls, please. Just 2 or 3 calls before I call it a quit, because I came late due to some technical issues. We must continue. Please do not go away. Be right back.
Between 1958 and 1961, France did something absolutely horrible. France made the Francophone African countries, and I don't even want to use that terminology, but I only use it for the purposes of conversation. The 14 countries which were formally, but still colonized by the French, they were forced to sign a document that they called the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. You heard me. The Pact for this continuation of colonization. If you want your independence, you must sign this. Guinea, Secretary said absolutely not. Mali said absolutely not. France, pack your bags and go on back home. France could not believe it. Could not understand that an African country, these monkeys, do not want to be affiliated to France. They said, we will show you. So history tells us France went into those 2 countries, took everything that they thought they had brought to those 2 countries, including the last teaspoon and chair, proceeded to pour concrete into the sewage pipes, completely devastating the 2 economies. The then newly appointed president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, in his efforts to rescue these 2 economies, created the first ever union of any African states, Ghana, Guinea, and Mali. But what that did was it made the other African countries realize that if they go against France, this was the fate that was waiting them. So what do? Where's the paper? And they signed. What did the pact say? 1. The pact said, you monkeys, you don't know how to manage your money. So you shall deposit 85% of your bank reserves with the French Central Bank under the control of the French Minister of Finance. And that France is going to take your deposits from the individual countries, pool them together, invest them in the French stock market under the French name. And you, monkeys, you may or may not know the returns. Latest figures are showing this is still going on since 1958. France today is collecting out of Africa over $500 billion before investing. And when they finish investing this money, for every 14 billion out of Africa, they're recognizing over 300 billion. Now do the math. So when it's actually said and done, France is taking out of Africa trillions of dollars every year, and we, the poor Africans, are gladly giving it to France. And the same France has the audacity to look at us and call us poor people. 1958. They went further with the pact. You say, we will also print your own money. We will print your money for you. They instituted what they were calling the CFA, special currency for the African countries, and that only France can print that money for you. They went on to say all the contracts, large contracts, public and private, French companies have the first right of refusal. All your minerals discovered, yet to be discovered, France has the first right of refusal. Now, my brothers and sisters, if one of you was to wake up one morning and you're president of one of those countries, and your chief of staff walks in the first day and starts reading you out the do's and don'ts as stipulated by the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization, what power do you have? None. And the same countries that are stealing from Africa, they have the audacity to look at Africa and say, Africans, what's wrong with you? Why can't you all take care of yourselves? Well, let's start by leaving our $500 billion on the continent. But what they do instead, they want to throw you with a smoke screen. Your African leaders are corrupt. Well, you know, I gave you that. I mean, not all African leaders are corrupt. Africa is a family. No family is complete without crazy Aunt Sally and crazy Uncle Tom. Nobody's perfect. Okay, fine, so I'll give you that. Their own figures are saying 50 billion is getting out of Africa from corruption. Fine, I give you that. But you do not want me to engage in a conversation that's solely limited to the $50 billion out of Africa through corruption. First, you don't tell me where it's going. You simply tell me it's getting out of Africa. But secondly, there's a bigger thief. You got two thieves, one with a briefcase with 50 billion and the other thief with a briefcase with 500 billion. I am a smart woman. You want me to ignore the one with 500 billion and put all my energies on a suitcase with 50? And by the time the one with 500 billion is done investing, we are talking trillions. Now, do you see how quickly the funds out of Africa from corruption become the larger chunk under the table? And they want you to stay under the table. So you never have to talk about what is on the table. We must wake up, Africa.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Our lines are now open because of lack of time. I started late. We take just few calls. Our lines are now open. You can call now, please. I know many people are, or maybe you're watching soccer or something like that, but we must continue. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. 7. You can call us and give us your view. Remember, we talk about how democracy is being used today by our colonial masters, the colonizers, in order to keep us, to keep the continuous, to keep the legacy of colonization continuous in our land. Caller Mazi Ugo, I think it's you. Can you hear me? You are the first caller. Can you hear me, Mazi? Yes, just hold on. Let me see. Why your voice coming up? Go on.
Okay, Mazi. Is it better now?
Yes, it's okay. Go on. I didn't plug it in.
Thank you very much.
It's okay. Go on.
My big brother, Mazi Jonathan. I appreciate you for the good job that you are doing. And I'm asking the nature to give you more power and the strength. I give you good health to continue to preach this gospel. This gospel so that people could learn and understand. Onyendu, anywhere you are, so when they will be able to continue to empower you. The DOS, HODOS, and all the principal officers, as IPOB at large, I salute you. Mazi, this is your brother who will call you from my location at the moment. If not, coming of Onyendu and IPOB. Believe you me, I was thinking that our people might hear. I will be proud to say that Nnamdi when we hear all few. I'm telling you, few. I was thinking now in the Bible, but nothing. You know what? The main reason why is because of this that you met. That was the main reason why I called Mazi. Because you know that man. I now understand that the problem we are having more especially is because these idiots, all these useless Nigerians, when they say something, they organize Igbo region. They deal with us, they talk to us, they talk to us the way they wanted, the way they feel that they can subdue us, the way they feel that they can talk to us. Nobody responds to them. If you watch it, this thing has been going on for the past how many years since Nigeria has been created, and they kill us, and they even killing us is not enough for them, and they still talk to us the way they understand, the way they want to. Now, you know, because nobody replies to them, nobody tells them to shut up. It's when IPOB came in, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I begin to understand that a lot of things have gone wrong. That is why I begin to learn that all these politicians and these SS, PG, Igwe, and these governors, whatever politicians in our land are agents. The same way you see, these people are agents. They don't have the interests of our people. If you are a bona fide Igbo blood, there is nothing will make you to impoverish your own people. You go to the market where your own people are trading, you demolish it. You don't have no remorse. You don't have that feeling. As one Igbo, you don't have that blood. One leg, you demolish his market. These people in Biafra, that is why I told you they are not our people. Like as somebody has, like as you said, these people, they know all the whole agents in Igbo land. They know them. That is why you see, when time comes, they pick them, and they know the horrible ones. They know the deadly ones among us. They put them there. When time comes, they use them to do what they want to do. Now, let me go to what Kanu says. You know, our people sometimes, that's why I say, how can they cover our people here? Because English, brabia. That is why some of our people are convinced. It takes the grace of God. People like us, at least, that still understand the English, that know exactly, can differentiate between wrong and right. You know, when he said that we are not Jewish, but we are Zionists, even the Jewish themselves don't even like Zionists. They see them like people entirely.
Extremists. Yeah, extremists, like so, extremists.
Yeah, extremists. Even the Jewish people, you don't call. It's like you calling an Irish man a British man. Yeah, you will. In fact, when he looks you will ask yourself, why is this man looking at you? because he hates that. He hates you calling him a breed. If you made that mistake, then you will see the way he replied to you. The Jewish themselves don't even like so for me, Kayode is not seeing in me. That is why he put it there. At this high time that people are trying to condemn his brother.
They know the word, the wording, the right wordings to choose at the right time. And
exactly.
you know, as you said, many of our people are even many church in I'm
telling you,
our people are foolish. I am telling you.
I'm telling you, Mazi, that is why they say if there is any Igbo and I cover our people in here, it's like somebody saying you will but also in English, but a wow. You see even I wanted to reply from this thing is one of their radio, but I didn't have the opportunity to tell him to shut up. That we know who he is, because this is where I learned where to go now to tackle them. Now this time around is to make sure that you speak your own voice so that they can hear you. You see, I get control our people some English. Because some Igbo, because this English, like Mazi used to do, is one English, yeah, and Igbo, so that our people are water. Because some people say, this, the same way they tell you, anywhere you go in the world, if you don't see Igbo man, run away from that place is not habitable. They are mocking at you, they are causing you, housing in one hour. They see you like somebody who's wandering everywhere. They see you that. You see, they see us like people. We are meant to be suffering. Are we meant to be? Mongolia, the most dangerous place on this planet Earth. Do we supposed to be there? In Mongolia, our people are there. The highest.
Even Afghanistan.
Even Afghanistan. I am question on there. Tell me how many Fulani people in Afghanistan. Tell me how many Fulani upon how they are the same people now. Inshallah. How many of them are Pakistan? But if you go there, you will see the Igbo. So I don't know what our own people. We business. Your own fellow brother. We see all this video now. Sometimes now just say, oh yeah, punishment to Kenya. I don't know. Because if you see, if we don't tackle this, if we have to be tackling these people, if they help us, we help them. Don't make it as if now we'll be church or this thing. But especially Mazi, I'm telling you, what kills is this religion that they like. Also, this is number one problem. If they slap you here, turn the other side. This thing is a disease in the body of our people. Oh, a disease, but we are trying to let them know that this is not the way. But they see us, they are the people seeing us as if we are Gentiles. Whereas they are the Gentiles. You know why? If I see somebody who is praying Roman Catholic cannot marry an Anglican. An Anglican cannot marry somebody, what's they call the other one? What they call this one now? What they call this one? All those ones. There is another one again. They tell you you can't marry this person. But all of you say you are Christian. You can't marry somebody from Roma can't marry somebody from Anglican can't marry somebody from what's they call them. So who is deceiving who? Who is deceiving who? So Mazi, we will leave it here. When they come with anything against, we will reply them. Don't keep quiet. Let's keep replying them. We are here when Oba of Lagos said that he will return from Lagoon. You see every Igbe, look at even Igbe can even tell that man to shut up, but he cannot. Because he himself is a coward. These people in our lands are cowards, I swear to God. Your Bruno, the army and the police, they used to kill our people. We will test them out. They know that their power is DSS, army and police, they used to kill our people. Look at this Enugu state governor. You will go, you will demolish people in their ancestral land because then you are getting governor. You will keep our people at their land. You don't feel their pain. You don't look at again. You go to bed, you sleep, you have your own children. Mazi, something has to be done before we get our freedom. These people, we need to die with them. Russia now. What make you want a movement to that side? This Because we need to fight these people and get our remove ourselves from these people.
There, thank you. That's it. There's something you say, you know, I used to repeat. When we have been praised that I want your bambo. Hey, Igbo sir, now you people know how to banambo now. We thought that is a compliment. Anywhere you go, if you no see Igbo man, run away. Hey, we lie now. We are foolish. Later did we know that is a very big insult. Are we going there on holiday? How do we go there on holiday? We go there for greener pasture. Because our own land is not green, isn't it? So it's an insult. But we were taking it as a praises. It is now for us to open our eyes wide and work towards correcting all these things. And that is why we are going on Biafra restoration. Let me take a call from direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Call on direct line. Are you there? Go on. Wapu Yosomeya on Kenke, please. To the point.
David Jonathan, and Kenke. If I can David Jonathan, not to check where we are Biafra. On this earth, allow our life, and give me my car. Okay. I will move Biafra, which will get them. Every nation must respect themselves. You see this in Nigeria, there's Jonathan, this in Nigeria. But make them to every human being that is in this Nigeria, compound idiot. I'm telling you, it's not I see every day. No, how big on Ghana is I yes, send you from this battle. In our that really well. I'm not going to come around you. You take it to be. And let's see, but all this government most can handle a hack of time to push it in Akada. That's what I watch it. There's a different animal that I can fly like a contract for Hachi. And what? That is what I say. More than the woman, Liba. Very good progress in America. Now I tell one now, I can't handle it. You started out to say, in a very man. I the open I think that also for the Canada, there's already a question. I could not say that I got to the cover is the all the parties are to do so. Okay, where we are, the truth is land, half blood. America will never, all better than the target have money. No problem. That's what I want to do. No problem. One in America. That's no more in America. Look at the I'll tell you that's what no problem. No. Let's take a little minute. I have your friend.
Almost Biafra. There were Mazi. There were. Igbo yankenka ona dem mama ebia kawazie. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Yeah, I want to woman nebikon. So I name our gathering point on our auto. I bachagodum by patakwa monia na so ibi. But we go have only our focus, one focus. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan, I can hear you.
There, Mazi, Udodrege.
Udodrege, Mazi. Mazi, your topic this night, I know that you came late. But nevertheless, you must contribute a little. Yes, we fought you for a fall and for a... We are not going back. My greeting to our HODs. Mazi, don't mind where I am. I'm always on the streets. My greeting to HODs, my greeting to our leader, my greeting to you, Mazi Jonathan. Mazi, to your topic this night, let me end my own. Mazi, I want to use this media and this opportunity to tell all Africa intellectuals. I know why I call them Africa intellectuals. If we, Africa, did not return the region back to the West, there is no any effort we are making to stop or talk about democracy that will yield fruit. Because religion is brother to democracy. Without returning their religion back to them, we can never achieve New Africa. Because when these people are bringing this religion, this package of democracy was attached to it. And that is why we must do everything possible to return their religion back. Because all religion and democracy are the same. Mazi, that is the fact, that is the everything.
Now how about it go?
Yeah, if we return their religion back, we will see this democracy. We are on your cock. Mazi, may God bless you. I beg, let me just drop from here. That is the main point. Good night, Mazi. Good night, may God bless you.
Yeah, France, you are wonderful. Also, Kaibu actually Hibu how no Kakwama. Nibu onye anaghị. Caller on what's up? I think you'll be the last caller, please. Caller, what's up? Maz, you below. Can you hear me? Nano yem nego.
I'm not here. Go on, you say I'm not here.
There was in there.
The only thing they and they buy sometimes how they do their body, how they buy their body, Makachineke. They can do undo. Come on, they do their body, ready Biafra. Some people they do their body. Open and did for this ready Biafra Gadi. They can stand for the enemy. Bahuto should there. Monday, okay, Monday, the Monday, leaders now, if they are this ready Biafra, they will react, they will do something. Here, problem had secondly, to our leadership, all look at the possible to make sure that this thing we here now, this our radio, all look at the possible. Sika, because you know, the African leadership of Africa need rubbish. Only a bendation to do to make a man, the African need can be shoji or the worst. What kind of Mozambique I produce? I want Mozambique defend Nigeria. And they produce this gold here. And they waste the bench and they break for every blessed day. And how many coaches in a day? Mana, I want a Mozambique and my house. Because of the area and a cruise. All the possible on this side, men here up. This open eye, how many here are Portuguese, men are French. Meaning is they three country, they three this thing language. And we can own again with the amateur this program. I said there. I translate among all the possible now in Humble and no by them among all the possible. Actually, I got the actually take Africa we are at Monday. Here, church, here, on the Dutch Bravia, because of Ghana, Mozambique now, Ghana, and other countries now, all the Nadu dog. All the course that Ghana, all the make I'll walk here now. I will get a little bit here in Mozambique and I some from Gamba how many years now. I'm going to say I'm going to say house. But was again African that place like he make those what the or cement this the Urego, Kazongba, Kenya, I end up in African course. But we don't touch that they are attack this was tackle yeah, poor police. When Africa had a like issue about me as a lot of more in this. I like issue about Rasaka. In that all of this, you're not a daddy. You know, Nigeria, all of this stories in Nigeria, and Hantos of Nigeria. All of a lot of more in this. In that, come on, not because of money. They like to have their own share there. That's why this problem is not stopping at all. Ndị ka nọ n'ụlọ akwaso m nọ na oti na ndị ọzọ na Anambra State Abia State na ọnụ ihe dị mma na ego na ebe ahụ ego onye ji arịga ndị nke ọzọ prapụ ka edebe ebe ego enwe ka ebe demere ihe ihe otu problem anyị ndị Biafra na-ege ya na-ekwu maka Chineke onye nwe conscience because abụ m ha bada place abụ m na society na gọzụrụ ya ka ọ nọpụ na gọzụrụ ya bada place ha chi chụọ Chineke nke abụ na ikwutazi ntakwa imu ajakana arapụrụ ọnụ I don't go to look here before. It's going to hear the why I'm going to say, I don't go and they buy Hana water because we in the push the cream on your country push, no one conscious that out there. Whenever conscious by that place, we will do something. We will do something. I like more than this. That year, I don't pour ya, never. No one going to go which in the games. I want to Mozambique. You know, you actually state here in Mozambique, the province or district. All now, all the wind. I got a Yabani morning. I have a morning. Where they will Ocho 1,000 now, Ocho 1,000, Ocho once. You know what it is. Yeah, poor. Yakari more, I got a morning. Whenever can you get give Banaki, give Banaki, get also one like it. Oh, you do will enjoy. And they could see on make a hand and then only by make a hand and new French, make a hand and new Portuguese. We need the camera of Africa. Thank you for him, Mozambique.
There were Mazi. You are right. But I was up to go to one first. That is the thing. Charity begins at home. That is the thing. There is something you say, but I have somebody calling on direct line. Let me go to him before I close my remarks, please.
But thank you so much because audio for the time I am activities everywhere and in with a tight schedule. But just come to you, a very little thing I want to contribute before you wrap it up. And listen to you from beginning to end. The reason why in the Europe now can they buy operate our own system called the Kakaigaba on our own. Bunaham and Aigaba on our own. And you gave me overtake. Now, that is why they brought us those, like you enumerated, Ghana, Europe, with feeder system, with monarchical system, with kingdom, with so many types of, and we have the same thing in Africa. Now, in Ghana and Nigeria, monarchical system, feeder system, republican, confused system. So the reason why they don't want us to operate on our own, but now that once we start operating on our own, now we may double cross them because I get developed faster than them. Look at Dubai and the Emirates, as you said. Now, my biggest worry, this brand new power project in Naba, Obru Nandi Banya Adi careful. If we don't protect what is in our land, they are waiting there after the thing because now the password, the key password to every developing society do power and electricity. Even Mpara go to Canada, you know, every power plant, every small village with a small power plant. So in Machikubu, that power plant over now, let us pray. The Bambo. Bishop no use ESN protect that thing. Can I be sure? Nandia Roma Lamanda maybe that thing. Ranging from the to make off one co. Imana had happy with the power plant. Ranging from the Fulani Mana Nahamande happy with the progress of development. But Obru and that is very stable and constant. Watch and see how Port Harcourt will become the shipping hub for Ndigo. Because I called the shipper, make inquiries here. What is the difference between shipping a container through Lagos and shipping from Port Harcourt? Do you know that a container that is living in Ontario, Canada, to Tinkan will $5,000, but the one going to Port Harcourt will $7,000. So in now, Hamaroma, Jack had the tariff. just to discourage people from doing that. Mana ọ bụ na ndị Igbo niile ga-ama ihe despite the high tariff, and remove all the shipments to Port Harcourt. Ị ga-ahụ na Port Harcourt Aba Enugu will become a busy hub. Then we will see how that Lagos will survive. Thank you for taking my call.
I know it's a slip of tongue. We must continue. That's it. And this brings me like what our brother said. We are, people are complaining about APs, that he made things tight from Abuja to Owerri. 180, 170, 160 or 70,000 naira. Whereas from the same Abuja, more going to Kanu, Sokoto, all those places, is less than range of 70, 80,000. From Abuja to Yola, the same thing, 80, 70,000 naira. But once it comes to our land, you see that the tariff, like what our brother say, sending container to Port Harcourt, they will tell you, we have a seaport now in port. But government, they put the tariff high, put the tax high, so that it will discourage you. That is the policy, the Nigerian policy in our land. The Nigerian policy in our land, you had it direct from Kule and Alhaji discussion. Every Nigerian policy is against Igbo man. Every Nigerian policy is against Igbo man. That is it. So, how long are we continue going being like this? If other people look at how sometimes they give palliative. Do they give to our land? The answer is no. And you continue boasting anyhow you want. We must survive. Iwonyara. They make you not to know anything about government, not to care anything about government. Without you knowing that without government, you can never succeed. I am telling you. So, it is high time we understand the dynamics of this world and play along. Mazi say, I want I brew kwehno ibu hapunyai okao I brew ashire hasinna on aboligo no hona ina ngwa buera na ihe onu bikon. I'm telling you honestly. So because this thing I guess they have theocracy in Europe. They have a monarchy. They have feudal system. Everything. But once you try to get it to revert to it as our natural system in Africa, hey, they start shouting, oh no, democracy. Go back to democracy. It's a feudal system. Go back. Look at how they destroyed Libya. It's a theocracy. It's a dictator. He's a dictator. And now the Libyans are enjoying democracy, and they are enjoying democracy. That is these people are bulldozers. And as our brothers say, they don't want let me tell you, the Europeans never want a level playing ground for competition. They want to carry the post. Once you want to score, they carry the post. They want your own destiny to be lower. I mean, the playing ground. They don't want, because they know they can never compete on a on a level playing ground. They want to use that intimidation. They will because they know that if they put it on a level playing ground, you overtake them, and they are afraid of it. Because they understand the atrocities they committed against us. They are always afraid of us. That look, if we want to retaliate, we will retaliate against them for 3,000 years. Because they know what they did to us. Only many of us didn't know what they did to us. And we praise them. They are saints. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? That's why once they see talent in our land, they absorb it. They pay you huge sum of money. Come to America. Come and display your this thing to the glory of America. Your land is nothing. They make you even hate your land. Oh, without America, I cannot succeed. So that you become part of. They make you feel that you are part of them. Whereas in the real sense of it, you are not. You understand? So they know what they are doing. They want to dominate us forever. but we continue opening our people's eyes. I'm telling you, they cause wars everywhere. Like our brother said in Mozambique. Look at in Mozambique, they are having terrorists, Islamist terrorist incursions in Mozambique. Mozambique, quoi. 100% Christians and the African traditional religion. Now they are having incursion, killing from terrorists, Islamic terrorists in Mozambique. Who are arming them? Who are causing this? Is the West. You know, I put in my timeline, I say there is a photo there of this Osama bin Laden, them and other people. What is the name of Mullah Omar of Afghanistan? That is the way they dress in their turban. They say they brainwash us to believe that this is the face of terrorism. Go to Jonas Rafa, you will see it. But we have now understood the real face of terrorists. We have understood now the real face of terrorism. Is watching us. Only that they accompany their own with a propaganda, you know, laundering their image, and you adhere to it, praising them that they are our saviors, that they are this. When they do, they give a small crumb to you. They call Britain, we call when they need they open visa free. Oh yeah, come and work and get money. They will take maybe 100,000 of you become happy. These people, they are good though. Even you know, you don't know that they are dealing with us. When will Africans rise up? Well, I don't know. I will be happy, let it be in my time. In our time, but I doubt it because the damage is too much. This woman, that is this fearless woman, that this Zimbabwean woman, I feel him. Mazi, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I feel him. It's just many of us that are, you know, understanding the tricks of the West. I understand them. I feel them. I am telling you honestly. What the brainwashing is so deep. They made us embrace our killers. They made us love them. You know, when you see France represent their football team as black people, oh, you love them. Oh, they are friendly. But you don't know that this is just. You see the way when you are fishing with line. The sinker that carries, maybe you put worm in the hook. Fish will see it and say, oh, this is nice meat. It's the way we are seeing them. Oh, they are giving you see the fisherman as is giving them nice food. You don't know that inside that food there is poison, it's highly poisonous. That is what they are doing us. It is for us to organize ourselves, and that is what we are doing through Biafra. As they call us a dot. That dot will start, once we have that dot in place, now it will start increasing ideology, everything. I will talk about this democracy in full, in another dimension, another day, about how it is being used as a continuous colonial legacy. So we must continue. They want to enslave black race forever. The continent of Africa is the richest. They have everything that is needed for technology, to state of any type of technology. They have every material, every raw material for it. The richest in the whole world. So that is why they colonize our brains so that we don't even know. And they will be gathering, stealing everything, taking away everything, until before we realize everything is gone. That is what they want. Let me tell you, had it been the Europeans understood the amount of raw materials, natural resources in Africa, as now, before God and man, they wouldn't leave Africa. Physically. I am not talking about the new colony. They would, America forced them, say you must leave Africa after the Second World War. Prepare to leave. They made a self-determination under United Nations. America would have even joined, which America is doing now. It's champion. America is champion now. Because they will say, nah, this holy. Now they join now. They are the worst even now in this world of stealing from poor people, from raw materials everywhere. They are number one champion. Before they were, they wanted to retain their purity because they removed themselves from the normal, original, modern European system of governance and system of ideology and thinking. And that is why America was an experimental country. You understand? When what's the name of this guy? The first and the second, George Washington and Adams, when they talk about republicanism, that they have to remove, that they have to do their own thing, not from the mother Europe, because they were not happy on how King George was running a British colony. So they said, no, you cannot be there far away thousands of kilometers and be, making law, commanding us. You don't even know what is going on here. I will be subservient to you. It's the same system they put in Nigeria, whereby Abuja, from Abuja, they are commanding everybody. They don't know anything about what is happening in Biafra land, in different places. They don't know. They don't understand us, but they give order. We don't care how it is being carried, but do it. That is the same thing. So that is what made, through the awakening of the Europeans that time, it made them to start, when John Adams, they started attending awakening sessions and enlightenment programs in Europe. And that made them to say, no, we have to find a country different from Europe, from this monarchy that we are suffering. You see it. And that is how America was born, ideologically. It was an experimental new country, and it worked. So that's it. So we must continue what we are doing, because the coming of Biafra, in Biafra, Africa died. And in Biafra, Africa will also rise up. That is it. So when Buhari called us a dot, I wasn't annoyed. He said the right thing. The dot, expansion of the dot will cover everywhere. That is what we are doing. So our brother has said that we should be translating in French and in Portuguese and in Spanish. Our people know with Igbo, with Ijo, with Biafran languages. That's the most important thing for us, because as I said, charity begins at home. So that's what we have to understand, that this democracy, or so-called democracy, is purposely imposed on us in order to continue subjugating us. Are you hearing me? That is it. For Europeans, because we continue being babies. Obi is a boy. Oh, every 4 years of election, European Union, we send the monitoring team. America, we send monitoring team. They'll come and watch how we do. How many election monitoring do they send to Dubai to go on when they are doing their thing? Do they ever try it? Because they are doing their natural thing. But we are under them. They are teaching us all the time. They are teaching us. Oh, democracy is like this. Vote. We are always picking now small babies that don't know nothing. So they are teaching us how to run our lives. But we have been running our lives before the advent of Europeans in our land. You see it? You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we are going to defeat Britain. We are going to defeat the West with superior arguments. And that is it. Because we are all equal in this world. We are all equal. If we run our natural government and everything, we have our real independence, we will be competing with the whole wider world. Are you hearing me? How many scientists or Biafran scientists are in America today? How many? But they are working not under them, but under America. Anything they invent, it becomes American invention. Do you see that? How many are working in Europe? Scientists, inventors. Because we don't have suitable environment for them. Because we are not running our own thing. We are being imposed a government that is not natural to us. That is the reality. That is why they fall on it on the rampage. You see it. If we have they put the first nations in Nigeria together as Nigeria under gunpoint. We must be there. It's democracy. Britain, we say, yeah, is diversity is your strength. Oh, yeah, be there. Do you see it? Thousands of kilometers, they are running our lives as democracy, whereas they are monarchy. Not their natural thing, they are doing it. Do you see the height of hypocrisy? They play allegiance to the king. It's not a democracy, but we now we must be democratic. We must run it their own way as subhumans, which are being controlled. But it's little by little, eyes will be opened. Thank you for listening, please. Biafra remains our ideology. Biafra remains everything we have. Our identity is Biafra. Therefore, we must continue doing what we are doing, irrespective of whatever we see in our way, whatever challenges that we see in our way. We must continue. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.